All right, all my Detroit Piston fans and all my Detroit fans, all my Motor City Sports Talk fans, make sure you guys go check out Piston Mike. We got him over 100 followers, so make sure you check him out. Everything Pistons, man. He gonna hold it down and do his thing, just strictly on the Pistons thing. You know, I got the Lions and Pistons, but man, we always trying to help people get their channel up. Let's get them to 200 next, 300 next, 400 next, 500 next, and let's get them all the way to a rack so you can start making that bag. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Piston Mike as you see it on the screen. Let's get them to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, and the whole shebang. Peace. All right, well, let's talk about why there's a national media push for the Detroit Pistons to trade the number one overall pick. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, and I really ain't never seen anybody, or I can't remember off the top of a team that was pushed to trade their number one pick. Like it's a national media push for the Pistons. You got the Warriors fans, you got the Houston Rocket fans talking about trading. I mean, you got the Pelicans that's interested in trading for the pick. You know, like I said before, man, I just really ain't never seen nothing like it before. You know, and I understand it's not a consensus number one up there, man. It's, you know, people just say Cade Cunningham, and you know, I mean, he's close to being. I mean, you know, when LeBron came out, he was consensus number one. You know, when Shaq came out, you know, just the guys that you know. A team that just working out that guy, you know. So, you know, Chris Webber, I mean, he was another guy that was consensus number one. I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon was consensus number one, no matter what people want you to believe about Jordan. So, like I said, Magic, he was consensus number one. So it's not been too many people. LeBron James, you know, but I understand it's not a guy that's number one, but you gotta ask yourself, then why are so many teams willing to trade for this pick? You know, are you jumping up for one guy, you know, or two guys? If you jump up for two guys, then Houston should be getting some calls. Cleveland should be getting some calls. You know, if it's two or three guys you like, you know, you should be calling the, you know, Houston, the Cleveland in addition to Detroit. You know, if it's two guys that you really like, then, you know, then it should be, or three guys, you know, if they trading up for Cade, then, you know, he must be consensus number one. Okay, if you trading up for Cade, he must be consensus number one. He must be that talent. And what I was saying the other night was I don't like him and Killian playing together. Somebody said, you said the backcourt. No, I don't like them playing together in general. You know, I want Cade to have the ball and be the primary ball handler. If he's a secondary handler, then he's just like Jalen Green. You know, he's just like Jalen Green then. Jalen Green could be a secondary ball handler. He got some playmaking ability. You know, so that's my thing about it. If we not drafting him to be the on-the-ball guy like Trae Young, Luka, you know, Chris Paul, you know, because Killian Hayes is not that guy. You know, he's not going to be a guy that's going to come off the pick and roll and be aggressive. You know, I wanted Cade to have the ball in his hands and create for everybody else. You know, if he not going to be that, then I mean, why not take Jalen Green? People say, oh, you could just dunk. And I said, this dude is a 3-level scorer, bro. That's a misconception. You know, but, you know, if you don't want to be here, then, I mean, that limits your options then. You know, but, you know, if Cade a point guard, they listen to point guard, let him run the show. Then I'm all in it for him to run the show. But, like I said before, if I get Houston number one pick next year and they picks this year, then I'll do it. I don't want John Wall, you know. I probably think about Kevin Porter Jr., but we could have drafted him. They didn't draft him because of his troubled history. But there's been a huge push. There's been a huge push for the Pistons to trade that pick, and I wonder why. You know, one thing is it's not a consensus number one pick. Then, if it's not a consensus number one, then why everybody trading for him? You know, if you like two or three guys, why don't you call Cleveland and Houston? Why nobody calling Houston if they like, you know, Jalen Green just as much, or they think Cade gonna fall? You know, that's my thing. Why ain't nobody calling Houston? Why ain't nobody calling Cleveland? Why everybody calling us? You know, even the years Cleveland got the number one pick, I don't remember when they had Anthony Bennett and Kyrie Irving. You didn't hear too many people saying, you know, you didn't hear this push for Cleveland to trade the pick. You really didn't hear that push for Cleveland to trade that pick. You know, it wasn't this push. Maybe because it's the social media era. Maybe because we can hear from Houston fans, we can go on the internet even more and read the and read the clippings and stuff. You know, maybe on YouTube got a lot of Rocket fans saying we trading the pick. I mean, look, if that many people want Cade Cunningham, then you know, I think it's best you take him. I think it's best you take him. Not player for player. I prefer Jalen Green. You know, I think he's more electric. But I'm not saying he's gonna be a better player. I just prefer him right now. A lot of things got to do with the destination you're going to. But the Pistons ain't had a guy that can get his own bucket like him. You know, but if K gonna be a primary ball handler, I'm all with it. You see Luka, you see what Trae Young, you see what Chris Paul doing when you know he on it in Phoenix. That's what you want. Somebody's gonna come off the pick and roll. You know, 6'8" can handle the rock and post ups. You know, he's a matchup nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But then again, we had guys like that over the course of time. Chauncey Billups, Grant Hill, that floor general, and Isaiah Thomas. When you got that floor general, the Pistons good, but you know, since Jerry Stackhouse left, they've been lacking that dude that go get his own bucket too. You know, but we'll see. I mean, it's really not a hard decision. It's really probably Cade Cunningham, and you just move on from there. But I think that's what they're gonna do, and they're gonna take Cade, and I think we're gonna see if Cade ain't good here and Jalen Green up being better. We'll see. I don't know. It's about you know positioning, but I just never really seen a push. I never really seen a push for a team to trade the number 1 overall pick. You know, never seen a push. But when I watched Cade Cunningham in the tournament, I wasn't really impressed. But I understand he had an injury too, man. So I never really watched Jalen Green live, so I can't really say. I just seen the highlights or seen the scout tape. But yeah, I mean, we gonna have to see, man. We're gonna see. But what I seen, I'd rather have Green. Just for the Pistons, I'd rather have Green. You know, the G League hurt him absolutely. But you talking about athleticism, quick, ball handling, get to the rim. He shot the ball at 37% clip from the NBA range. He got a mid-range jumper. I like him best. Ben said that. But if Cade gonna have the ball in his hand and he gonna make people better, I'd rather have Cade. I'm straight. If you gonna play Cade at the 1 or put him at the 3 and he gonna be run the show, I'd rather have the kid, man. Bar none. Cause Jalen Green ain't gonna make nobody better like Cade will. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see, man. But yeah, it's just a stupid ass push for us to trade that pick. You know, you look outside, trade. I mean, Houston, you had James Harden, you had a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people, man. So, you know, it's our time. So let me know what you guys think, man. I just really ain't never seen this push in NBA history to trade a number 1 pick. Remember when number 1 picks can determine, you know, if they want to sign with the team or not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. Don't forget to check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Reach out anytime you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, all my links there. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal, link in the description. All that's in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. But let me know what you guys think about the push for the Pistons to trade the number 1 pick. Why you think that is. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time Mercy Sports Talk. Peace.